Ben, how you doing?
I'm not depressed. I'm not. I thought we did enough to win the game. Just about one or two clear chances. The Salah one in the first half when De Gea makes a save and Matip, Salah gets it, and it's a pretty good chance that the Cham one in the second half too. I mean, he's very close in. He should be glancing that in. But to be fair to United, they restricted us to those two, maybe three chances. They can't legislate for us not taking one of them, which I'm not going to give Mourinho too much credit because at the end of the day we should have converted at least one of those chances. So, I mean, has he planned for those chances to happen? No, he hasn't. So you can't give him too much credit, but I thought Phil Jones played well for them. De Gea obviously makes that big save from Matip. So they did okay, United. I was a bit underwhelmed by their performance. I mean, I thought we'd lose today, to be honest. I thought they'd have a bit more of a go. Probably naive of me to think that, given Mourinho's track record here and United's track record. Even under Fergie, they used to come here. Even with Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez, they'd come here and stink the place out, and they've done that again today. So disappointed, kind of pleased with how we played, how we defended, and look, drop points, but it's one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Liverpool were very much the better side here, and it's one of those. I think in isolation, I've said this a few too many times this season. Unfortunately, in isolation, a draw against Man United at home, there's no, that's fine. It's just unfortunately on the back of us just not being able to win games, too many draws, that it's probably going to feel more disappointing than maybe it should.
Yeah, I mean, drawing at Newcastle, drawing at home to Burnley, they feel like devastating results. I mean, I remember last season when I came out of here 0-0 against United, and I felt okay, I felt a bit better than this because we were sort of up there with them in the league, and we were sort of right at the top then. Now we need to be chasing them down already. They're 7 points ahead of us still, and they knew that coming in. If they can keep it at 7 points, they can kind of forget about us for the time being and just focus on Man City. So, look, should we maybe have played Coutinho in midfield and played Oxlade-Chamberlain wide and been a bit more attacking? Did we need all three of Wijnaldum, Henderson and Chan in midfield? It's always a debate we have at home. But I thought the midfield did pretty well. They controlled it. Henderson, I thought in particular, was probably the best of the three. Wijnaldum first half did well. There's not much more you can really... look, Firmino does well. He works hard. Again, we left it late with the subs. It's kind of becoming a running theme now. I mean, on 60, the people around me were saying, change it. I kind of knew he'd wait till 78 minutes to change it, and he did again with the same sort of subs as he always seems to do. Solanke, Sturridge, Oxlade-Chamberlain. None of them could really get into it. Oxlade-Chamberlain tried. He made a few runs. One frustrating thing, I mean, I just feel like we didn't give it to feet enough. Salah was always, I mean, he was right on the touchline when I was sat there in the main, and he was always trying to make the run across the defenders inside. He just needs to be a bit more patient, hug the touchline, because he had the beating of their left-back every single time. Just play it to feet, beat him inside. Didn't happen. We're trying to make it happen too fast, maybe, I don't know. But look, it's a point at home to Man United, and let's go out tonight and enjoy ourselves.
Thanks,
Cheers, mate.
Salah.